Colorado Youth at Risk is the foundation of who I am today.
Colorado Youth at Risk is an amazing program.
I totally recommend it 100%, and you won't regret it. It will change your life forever.
Colorado Youth at Risk is a life-changing experience for our generation.
Before Colorado Youth at Risk, I was actually just kind of establishing more of a relationship with my father. Growing up, he was in and out, and a lot of times when he would tell me he would come and get me and we could spend some time together, he wouldn't show up, and so there's a lot of trust issues there. Then he had his accident and everything just kind of flashed before my eyes, and it was like, now what?
My life before that, I would say I was kind of like a loner. You know, I had trust issues, like real bad. You know, people, I always be nice to them, they just do things to me. And I think part of that reason why it's such like a big trust, you know, and like that's when I push people away is kind of because my dad is in prison, you know. So, I don't know, it's kind of sad, you know. Like I have to kind of cope with the fact that he's gone, you know. But he has a life sentence, so it's like forever, yeah.
I was a lot of attitude, still am a little bit. It was terrible, like really bad. I had all F's every year.
My first goal when I started Colorado Youth at Risk was to get out of my comfort zone, because I'm usually a shy and quiet person and don't really want to talk to people, but I felt like this was the opportunity for me to go outside my box and like show everybody what I was going to do.
My father had just passed away in a car accident, and Colorado Youth at Risk was actually, you know, they were walking in the hallways just talking to the students and stuff, and just kind of asking people if they were interested in having more of a community with other students in the school.
Please, young people, turn around and meet your mentor.
Actually, it was the pairing ceremony, right? And I think I was probably the last one for someone to come up behind me, and you know, she covered my eyes, I think it was, or something like that, and then we turn around and it was kind of like, oh wow, someone very tall.
I was really intimidated actually, because I was thinking, what is this white girl from Wisconsin that grew up amongst cornfields, literally in my backyard, what will I ever have to help her with? How can I help her? But it comes down to the sole thing about Colorado Youth at Risk as a caring adult in a teenager's life.
I'm excited to start our friendship. Yeah. Yep.
I just got behind him when they said turn around. He was like, oh snap! And it was really awesome.
I'm very happy to be able to meet someone new and see what connections I can make with that person and how they can make my life better.
I just felt like we bonded instantly. Based on her athleticism and her motivation, and I just was really drawn to Shay.
She's definitely started to open up to me a little bit more, so I think she's starting to trust a little bit more, which is something that she's been trying to work on.
Dante, thank you for keeping it real in our interview, and showed a lot of heart. Thank you.
Yes, it was a safe space, and you know, everyone was there to listen, but it was like, well, what is it going to be like when I go back?
Right. Yeah, that's
you know,
what it's like.
So we've been together for 8 years. So we've gone through all of high school and then all of college now. And now with her first full-time job.
How has Colorado Youth at Risk touched your life from personal experience?
I definitely don't think that my journey would have been the same if I wouldn't have gone through Colorado Youth at Risk. I don't know if I would have even made it through school. It wasn't that I struggled with my academics, you know, at the time, but going through everything that I was going through, I probably would have given up.
And then it was a call that I've been accepted for a full ride to DU, and I'm doing it. And it's just amazing. It really is.
My most proud accomplishment was graduating college. I was the first in my family, and my whole family was there to support me.
I'm so proud of her. Yeah, I mean, it's just amazing how she has grown from, you know, a freshman just kind of going through a tough time, and needing someone just to listen to and to be there for her and have a consistent person on a weekly basis that she could rely upon. And now she's a young adult and yeah, with a great career ahead of her.
We do really laugh a lot together and have a good time, and I just hope it continues like this, and I can't wait to see Shay like grow into this beautiful young woman that she's becoming. Like her dreams inspire me, and I can't wait to see her fulfill them.
I think being present really make a difference in his life. Having someone there to just look to, someone that's actually going to be there that cares more than a bro. You know, more than that, just someone that's there for him, not there with him.
I feel like that the program has brought a lot of happiness and support and encouragement.
But like right now, since I've been in here, I've been getting like A's and stuff. Like they boosted up like a lot.
It's a life-changing experience.
I want to go to Harvard. That's like my biggest hopes and dreams. I really want to go there for law school. I just want to help people, you know, who are falsely convicted.
I hope to be a pediatrician. Making a difference on somebody else's life is what I love to do, and I just feel like that's what pediatricians do.
Don't be afraid to ask for help because, as my mom says, a closed mouth don't get fed.
You really want to like conquer, you know, your biggest aspirations and dreams and hopes. And it's nice to know that there's just someone there along the side with you, just like pushing you and, you know, like you can do it, you can do it, you know.
I would say our relationship now, it's more of a friendship, lifelong friendship. I would consider her one of my best friends.
With Christine, it's like, oh, it feels like I've known her for forever, so it was really easy to be attached to her and hang out with her.
Thank you so much for helping me through everything. Colorado Youth at Risk is community.
I want to be a part of this community for a very long time.
I will never forget CYAR. I will never forget, you know, this experience. It's like so big, it's a huge impact, you know, it changed my life forever.
The relationships that I have today, I wouldn't have if it weren't for Colorado Youth at Risk, because I would have never been able to trust anyone or believe that anyone would be there for me the way that Nicole has been, the way that different people in Colorado Youth at Risk have been.